Welcome to Share Talk, the only podcast where investors come first.
Hi, this is Zak Mir with the Bulletin Board Heroes here on Share Talk for Monday the 26th of October. Rather spoilt for choice again to start the week, which is a nice problem to have. Ascent Resources inside-day breakout here through 6 pence, and we're looking for 8 pence hopefully over the next few days. Best case scenario target here by the end of next month, ideally up to the February resistance line projection on the top of the overall broadening triangle from the first quarter of this year, heading towards 14 pence. At this stage, early and end of day close back below the initial October resistance, just below 5 pence, really delaying the upside scenario there. On to a stock which I didn't really want to look at because it's not so much a bulletin board stock, but N Brown here we can see that beautiful breakthrough the 60 pence area, and while we're above the 50-day line and the floor of that rising trend channel from April, the target here over the next 2 to 3 months is high as £1.20 at the top of the April trend channel, so a slower one there for those with a different time frame to the usual bulletin board hero stuff. Onto deep matter, where we've had a nice break of the 200-day moving average. Hopefully we'll get an end of day close well above it today. That's the 2 pence, it's actually 2 pence even, the black line there. And looking for hopefully up to the top of the broadening triangle from April as high as 5 pence. Hopefully as soon as the end of next month for deep matter. Kavango is next, and here you can see that there's been a nice push through the 3 pence area. That was sort of sticky resistance over the course of August, September, and earlier this month. But looks like we're finally on our way, and end of day close above the 3.2 pence initial October resistance should be enough to take the shares up to 5.5 pence, hopefully by the end of next month. Not much time now left in this month for the conclusion to the great Barry Rowe saga. 2 pence was the level to clear for Lansdowne Oil and Gas last week. We've done that rather nicely today, and looking forward hopefully to a December resistance line projection target at 3 pence, or maybe a little bit higher than that, which was the raised target at the end of last week. Stock which has raised its own targets, I think, is Metals Exploration. Here, obviously a bit late to the party if you're looking at the shares now, but still useful to see that we have resistance from, I suppose, the post-October 2018 period at 2 pence. And while we're above 2 pence, we have that resistance line there from August of 2018, currently heading up to 3.5. So in the stock, maybe that is a level that you might get if you are lucky while the shares hold above 2 pence. On to Premier, and here we've got Premier African Minerals, rather. Here we've got a situation where we're still trading in the wake of that little bear trap that we had there to 0.04 pence. I saw on Twitter somebody said that the company is now debt-free, which would be quite a coup at the bottom of the range, but still waiting for an end-of-day close above the 50-day moving average at 0.05 pence to really get the situation going and hit the initial 200-day line target at 0.07. Then after that, the top of the broadening triangle from February up to 0.15. Requested stock today is one which I've covered a few times before, Phoenix Copper. Here we've got a situation where the shares still not that comfortable above the 50 pence level, but hopefully that'll be sorted out soon. At least while we're above the 50-day moving average at 42 pence, we're still looking for a big target here, probably towards the 80 pence level, which is basically the top of the March trend channel on the daily chart. So above the 50-day line at 42, still we have the chance of 80 pence, hopefully by some time around the turn of the year. Remote monitored systems has been an absolutely incredible mover, and certainly behaved as if it was threatening some big price action, given that we had 3 full storms before the shares finally took off. The last one taking it from nearly 0.8 back to sort of 0.5, and then back up again. So you have to be pretty persistent in terms of the price action or hanging on to the price action. We've hit the 1.1 pence target, which was the revised target after 0.7.8, and end of day close or end of week close above 1.1 pence this week could take the shares up to probably the most ambitious of targets, up to 1.8 pence by the end of the year. Although it has to be said that given the way the shares are moving at the moment, it could be the end of next month to hit 1.8 if all things pan out well. End of day close back below 0.9, really the stop loss for those who want to play the stock rather close to the price action. Sorry, I'm another really strong situation here. We have that target of around 1.7, easily beaten at the end of last week, and the most ambitious target here up to 4 pence, which has been standing there for quite a while, maybe a few weeks now. So above, let's say, the 1.8 pence level, still we have the chance of 4 pence at that March resistance line projection. But I have to say that looks like the maximum that the shares could achieve in the near term, i.e. the next 2 or 3 months. Stock which is also breaking out and continues to break out well is Think Smart. Here we've got a situation where, while we're above recent 60 pence consolidation, we could head up to the top of that rising trend channel from the end of March up to 90 pence, hopefully over the next 2 to 4 weeks. Finishing off with Vela, which has been, I think, the punter's favourite at the moment, looking very encouraging after Friday's price action, where we found support above the 50-day line at 0.076. The view now is that at end of day close above the 0.11 area, which was resistance recently, could take the shares up to the 0.18, 0.19 area, which is the area we've been targeting since the recent breakout above the 50-day moving average. That's it for me today. More updates tomorrow.
Thank you for listening. Remember to visit our website for more news and other podcasts at www.share-talk.com.